Hello everyone. Happy Wednesday. Hey. Hello. Hey Beth. Alright, so while everybody's joining, a couple things. I do have a catch.me account. So if you want to see any of my previous Periscopes, if you don't get a chance to see them before they drop off before the 24 hours, you can go to catch.me/JessJacobs117, my scope handle, and you can watch any of these scopes. And hey, chocolate hearts. And here's the cool thing. You can fast forward on the Catch websites. So if you've never been there, here it is. There you go. Catch.me/JessJacobs117. So it's a website. You can go there. You can watch any of the scopes that I've done, and then you can fast forward through them. And so that's a super cool trick. If you want to know anybody that you follow on Periscope, you just put their scope handle after the slash, and then you can watch their scopes and you can fast forward. So some people like to tease you with different things, and they don't get to their point real quick, so you can fast forward. So there's a fun little tip. You can share this Periscope by swiping left to right on an iPhone, down to up, swipe up if you have an Android, and you can share this with your followers. All right, so I know it is great news, right? When I realized that the other day, I was like, oh my gosh, I might actually watch some other people, some of their stuff, like Alex Pettit. He takes forever to get to his points, right? To the point of his talk. So now you can watch it and fast forward a little bit. Okay, so I really only have one point for today. One main point. So yesterday we talked about getting out of your own way, right? Hey, Hillary. And one of the things that we were talking about that I didn't go into, that's for a different day, is talking about the lies that you believe, right? And so from previous experience or from whatever, life experience, a lot of times we believe things that are not true. And we have perceptions about things, and the way our brain works is just kind of crazy sometimes, right? So we're going to get into that a different day. But one of the things that I thought of the other day, and I've been kind of pondering, I thought could be really, really beneficial for some of you. And so I think changing our thinking a lot of times not only changes our attitude, but it can just change our outlook. I was thinking just a minute ago about optimists. And I feel like optimists do a lot better in this business, in network marketing, than pessimists. I feel like I'm an optimist for the most part. And I like to trust, not just trust people, but, believe the best, see the best in them. Even if they've let me down in the past, maybe next time it'll be different. And I feel like you almost have to be that way in this business, because you're going to get people that say no. And if you let that stop you, then you're going to quit, right? And you're not going to continue to try. You're not going to continue to talk to people and, try and sign people up, or, try and get them involved in the business, all those kinds of things. Speed oiling. All right. I'll write that down. Or other types of classes. So classes types. Okay. I'll make a note. Speed oiling. But being an optimist, and maybe this time will be different. Maybe this class, 10 people will show up. And so I feel like when you decide that you're going to believe the best about things, instead of always looking for the worst, or, well, this didn't, this never works, or it's never worked before, it doesn't mean it won't work this time. So your attitude and your outlook on things. So here's something specific that I realized the other day that I think a lot of people mistakenly believe. Okay, I made a comment in one of the other scopes about if you don't make things a big deal, then it won't be a big deal to other people. It was regarding the Social Security number issue, and somebody said, "What do you do about that?" And I said, "I don't do anything. It's not an issue for me. I didn't have a problem. I understood it. I did ask. Why do I have to do that?" They gave me an explanation. I went, "Oh, makes perfect sense," and I went on with my day. Finished signing up, kind of thing. And so a lot of times we make things a bigger issue, and it wasn't even on that person's radar, but then all of a sudden it becomes an issue. So I think that, again, our attitude can determine a lot. So I want to change your attitude about something, or change the way you think about a particular thing. So if you buy a product, let's say you are a first-time customer somewhere, and you pay an amount of money for a service or for a product, and the next day or a couple days later, that person or that company calls you back to say, how was your experience? Are you enjoying your product? Do you have any questions? Is that weird? Does that come across as salesy to you when they're just calling to follow up and to check on you? It doesn't to me. I think it's really good customer service. When I spend money on something, and then that company, even, on Amazon, when you buy something, of course not. When you buy something and Amazon sends you, or that company through Amazon sends you something, a couple weeks later that says, hey, would you mind reviewing our product? If you have any issues, please contact us at blah, blah, blah. That's not a sales tactic, right? That's not them trying to sell you something. They're trying to make sure that you're happy with the product that you purchase. Okay? So, in the same way, I feel like a lot of times when it comes to care calls, the stigma, the attitude that a lot of people have is, well, I don't want to come across as pushy, or I don't want to come across like I'm trying to sell them something, or when I tell them about Essential Rewards, I don't want them to feel like I'm trying to push them into something. You're not. You're giving them really good customer service. You're explaining something that our company has, and then you're letting them make the decision. Now, you can cross over that line and become pushy and become salesy, but that's not how it has to start out, and that's not how you have to think about it. And if you think about it differently, I think you'll start to talk about it differently. And first of all, it takes the fear out of the call in general, and then it takes kind of the awkwardness out of the call. Because if you're calling them really to make sure that they're happy with their product, to make sure that they understand how to use it, because let's face it, with essential oils, sometimes they can be people can make them out to be really complex. We know they're not. We know you just open the bottle and put them in your diffuser. But it's something that a lot of people have never done before. And so they feel like it's, overwhelming, and they don't know where to start. You're just providing really good customer service by following up, by making sure, like I said, that they know how to use the product that they spent good money on. So if that's your thinking when you call someone, hey, I just want to make sure that they're happy with their product. If they have any issues, I want to nip those in the bud. I don't want it to be 3 weeks before I realize that when they got their order, one of the oils was leaking. Customer service will take care of that in an instant. But if they don't know that, they don't know to call, or if their sponsor hasn't gotten back in touch with them, they might just think that that's normal. Oh, well, maybe that's how it always is. And, their next order, if something's leaking, oh, wow, well, this company just must always be like that. When in reality, we know the truth. We know that that is not, how it's supposed to be, that you can call customer service, they will send you a replacement bottle that day, and, you could totally take care of that issue. So change your thinking about care calls and about follow-ups, and I think that you will notice that it's not nearly as awkward to talk to people. It's not nearly as scary to call them. Again, Essential Rewards. You don't have to be pushy. You don't have to be salesy, and you don't have to be awkward. Okay? What you are really doing is, if somebody is enjoying a product and they're planning on ordering more, okay, let's say it was you. If you were going to reorder from some company and they had a product that you could earn free stuff by doing what you were already going to do anyway, which is placing an order, wouldn't you want to know about it? I would be upset if somebody didn't tell me that I could earn free stuff by doing what I was going to do anyway. So you are not being salesy. You're not being pushy. You are really just making sure that they know about the opportunities that are out there. And if they don't want to take advantage of it, that's totally their call. Okay? And then it won't be said that you didn't tell them one day, because that's worse. That's not good customer service, right? Not telling them about the things that are out there. So that's it. I'm going to keep it short and sweet today, but I think that could be a huge game changer for a lot of you who are afraid to make those care calls and afraid that you're coming across a certain way. And really, you are just following up. You are providing good customer service. And not only is that going to let people know that you're available when they have questions, it's also going to give them confidence in the company that you're the representative and you're being responsible. If you're the sponsor Good. Yeah, and you can share on the replay too. You can give hearts and you can share if you're on the replay. You can share now, actually. It's not too late. What was I saying? You're a good representation of the company. If you're the sponsor, and awesome, and you're getting $50 from a sign up, the least you can do is make a phone call to make sure that they're happy with the product, right? I mean, you owe them that much, in my opinion. So if you've been scared to do it, be scared no more, okay? Even if they signed up 6 months ago, you can approach it the exact same way. Hey, listen, you spent a lot of money on this starter kit. I want to make sure that you're happy with the product. Is there any questions I can answer for you? Is there any trouble that you've had? Is there any issues I can help you address? It's a great way to open up a conversation. Then you don't have to feel bad that, hey guys, so we're almost at the end, but feel free to go back and watch the replay, because I think it was a pretty good topic today, and I think that this could totally change your business. And again, it's about relationships. You're caring for people. You want them to be happy with the product that you purchased. But again, you're starting that relationship. You're opening that door. Then they have a means of communication. If they do have an issue, maybe they're more likely to call you and to tell you about it. Yeah, watch the replay. It's a good one. And it's not too long either. So that's all I got tonight. We're going to go have breakfast for dinner. My kids think that is like the greatest thing ever. Do you guys do that? With einkorn pancakes? Love einkorn pancakes. Y'all, if you have not tried the einkorn pancake mix, do yourself a favor. Go put it on your ER. And with some maple syrup, they are amazing. Yes. So we're having some eggs, some bacon, and some einkorn pancakes for dinner. So I'm going to go inside and make that happen for my family. You guys have an awesome evening. And share this scope if you liked it. Follow me if you're not already. And I'll look forward to chatting with y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday. And then Friday, we'll have a little chit chat. So if you've got ideas for scopes or you've got questions, bring them Friday. All right? Don't forget, the only way to fail at this business is to quit. So don't be a quitter. Bye, guys.